Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New York Jets. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the third overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold. Darnold on first down. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We want it. Come to my work.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's third down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's got a man. It's Williams. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
C.J. Mosley's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
Right down. We're waiting. Check. Watch 54. Watch the pass. That's it.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Down. 180. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
From the gun now on third down, Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now, 180. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. He completes it to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Boy, you go 3-and-out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing just outside his own goal line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Down. 180. Minus 54. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Jacobs now. And an alley to run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. He swallowed him up.
Hey, down. 180. 54 Mike. You're trapped. You're trapped.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Bell. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
That's it, baby. That's it.
And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Demarius Randall's a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
Outside. 58, Mike. Hey, they scared. They scared.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Hey, got tight left. Hey, you got 3.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A safety with a sack there, LaMarcus Joyner. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Defense, our time. It's our time.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Down. 185. 57 to Mike. I got you, boy.
Now a play fake. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Carr now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Carr throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike, 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now Carr. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And New York set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll run it with Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
58, come on. It's our time.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A first down throw. Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
53, Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you.
On second down, it's Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
We'll see if he can look and do some soul searching now. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm on.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 50, Mike.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. Well, he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. 2nd quarter here. He has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Down. 180. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And New York set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
No game on this defense. No game.
On first down, Bell. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down now, it's Bell, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Darnold now to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Mike 53. Mike 53. Watch the slant.
Mike 53.
To throw is Darnold. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Jets on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-1 ratio here in the second quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. It's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
50 down. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's caught by Aguilar. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. Look at the big man rumble. The 30, past the 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. In for the score, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
Marr now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Carr on the bootleg. And able to complete it to Moreau. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Carr now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Down. 185. 54 Mike. Bring it. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A give to Bell. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Now, 180. No chance.
Now on 1st down. Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Let's go, baby.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Carr now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Carr to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Jacobs. He juked him. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. To throw, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. You and I talk a lot about these special teams and how important those can be. That comes into play here. The defense, not very alert.
And this is something you work on all the time as a defender. Always saying, alert, be ready for the fake. But sometimes you fall asleep anyway.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the 31, Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He won't be ready. He won't be ready.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And from this spot in the field to the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Carr now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Down, 180.
Mike's by 4. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tighten up, pull it together.
On 3rd down, Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Here we go.
Carr now on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Carr now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, son.
To throw is Darnold. Anuno's got it. Complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Let's go, D. Tight end right. Tight end right.
From the 50, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Faking the give, Darnold under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
The give is to Bell. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I'm coming after you.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Steve McClendon with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Crowder now to return. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
65.
Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got a noon one. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Darnold now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Here comes the ball. I see you, boy. I see you.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check me out.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The kick by Marr is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
We own them.
Running is Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's it. That's it.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now! Check, Mike! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! 180! Let's hit!
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now! 180!
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the back and watch the back.
That's it! 280!
From midfield, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Carr going to throw, and now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's
Mike,
it.
Number 53, Mike 53. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Now Darnold. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Darnold from the gun. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
To the air again, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Again, Darnold. Being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful. And
this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play. Move on. Next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd down. It's Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And now out come the Jets. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And watch that. And watch the ball.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
What now? Blue 80.
54. Let's go.
Hold on.
Carr now on first down. Got his man, it's Williams. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Let's see what you got.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We're going to start. 58.
Here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Let's go, defense.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. That's it.
You're not ready.
They run it with Jacobs. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 30 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Darnold, a screen to Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Nunez got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now it's Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing again is Darnold. And he finds his man Griffin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming for you, man. 50's the mic.
Darnold to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and that will get them 1 closer. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Monday, down. Wide 88.
Watch 54. Watch 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Now, 180.
50 seconds to Mike. You don't know no better.
That's it.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.